Hello, my friend. It's Diane Armitage, and I am your teacher over the next several weeks. This is the most advanced course I have ever created and taught, and I am so glad that you are here. This week is our preface week into our new series, Triumph, Your Deliberate Creation in the Miracle Zone. And I wanted to devote just a few minutes to why I feel it's so necessary now for your advanced development into the real truth and activity behind manifesting. Foundationally, I'm asking you to step into your biggest dreams. And that's why I've designed this class specifically for you. Now, when I say step, I mean step with your mind. As I often quote from my favorite movie, The Matrix, it's time to free your mind, Neo, because you've been sensing all along that there's something bigger out there, that there's a bigger purpose and meaning for you. You smell it in the air. You might feel, as Morpheus explains to Neo, that the world of situation and circumstance has been pulled over your eyes. It has blinded you to who you really are. You've realized that you've been thinking other people's thoughts, following other people's actions and directions in the way of mass consciousness. And though it's certainly created a decent, maybe even a great life for you and those around you, you sense that you're meant for something even bigger. It's time to reconnect with all of that power that is limitless and ageless and timeless because you are an extension of pure intentional source. You are an extension of all of that limitless power. It's time to, as we were reading in this morning's book from Esther Hicks, it's time to reestablish your relationship with your inner being, with your inner spirit, that knowing, intentional guide who had a very good reason for choosing this time and space to personify your spirit and embody in a physical form. Now, did you catch those two words? Personify, embody. To personify, to represent, to represent, as Reverend Michael Beckwith says. You're here to represent all of the power and all of the flow and all of the goodness that first initiates from source and flows through you. And you're an embodiment. You're an expression of giving tangible, visible form to an idea. There was this stellar idea of you in the non-physical world long before you chose to embody a physical form. You arrived with intention and purpose, with a particular set of gifts that no one else in the planet shares. There is only one you, and you're an intentional gift to this planet. Step with your mind. Reconnect with all of the power that is you. Now, the other reason I'm choosing to create this course now is because of that very phrase, step with your mind. You cannot possibly manifest at the greatest, most intentional levels with action alone. See, there's this flawed thinking out there. Most people are raised to believe that the more they do, the more they are valued. This is something that Esther Hicks and Abraham have shared. The more they do, the more they are valued. So you have an idea that you wish to manifest and you leap into action, the physical you leaping into action. Now, there's nothing wrong with leaping into action, but so much of that time, you're so busy leaping that you're jolting down the track of activity, leaving the caboose behind. Now, in early train days, we all know that a caboose provided for the entire engineering crew of the train. It was their shelter. It allowed for their rest and their flow as they moved in the mechanical sync with the moving train to keep the moving train moving. Now, you know, I come from the Bob Proctor camp that says, pray and move your feet. Yes, anytime you have a new idea that you wish to consciously manifest into physical reality, I suggest, as he suggested to me many a time, to take whatever action you know to do. It definitely helps in the manifestation process, but not because it's action in and of itself. It's action that sends up flares to the corresponding energy around you. It signals that you're serious, that you're intentional. This is what the manifestation process is about. Not the action itself, but the intention for that physical manifestation. In the last 12 days of the previous module I was teaching with my legendary clients, I asked my legendary clients each day to take one audacious action. Now, as you legendary clients, applied yourself to the task, you probably felt resistant. You probably felt a pull from your arguing, reasonable mind. And you may have applied yourself to the task without sitting back first and asking for guidance from your inner source, your inner being, your inner guide. You quite possibly could have been jolting down the track, leaving the caboose behind. The key here in the next few weeks is that we stay connected to the caboose, that we learn to seek out and rely on our inner guidance, our purposeful spirit, the automatic switching system, the built in radar, the moments of intentional rest, and the moments of sheer flow as we move effortlessly and easily from one manifestation to the next, no matter how steep those hills might intentionally seem to be. See, the flawed thinking, the more you do, the more you're valued, the more you do, the more you're valued, the more you do, the more you're valued, absolutely incorrect. What you're going to learn here in simplest terms is that the better you feel, the more you allow. And the more you allow, the more effortless and easy your intentional creation for your life becomes. So buckle up. This is going to be the most amazing course you have ever invested in. This is your opportunity to truly step into who you already are and recognize that source and work from that power. Work from that power, and everything in your life begins to shift and change. I'll see you in Module 1.